Jeez. What the hell? Phones. Jeez. I'm tired.
It's all good. Be over in 2 hours.
Oh, it's the best. Love being here. This is a great crowd.
It is.
Taco Tuesday is going to kick some brains out, and we're going to go. Oh, boy. Uh-oh, we got a hype. Oh, I see. This is a home game. The Illini hype video, Bart. You see that? Oh. Ah. Why not? It's a home game. Why? Right there in the white. Right there in the white. You see him?
There he is.
I was supposed to tell you that. Hey, Bart. Lovie Smith is here behind the bench. You are so welcome. Why are we shaking hands with the refs? Are we in high school? Let's go. LC. Hey, Bart. I still got some. I still have some cigar left. Oh, I know. I brushed my teeth and everything. Bart and I were smokers.
It's the quarterfinals of the National Invitation Tournament. In front of a sold-out crowd in Orlando, Florida, it's the second-seeded Fighting Illini of Illinois out of the Big Ten Conference against the UCF Knights from the American Conference. And one of these teams will advance to New York City to take on TCU in the NIT semifinals. And welcome, everybody, to a rockin' Orlando. Doug Sherman along with Dan Dockich. And, you know, Illinois is a 2-seed, UCF a 4-seed, so you'd think this game would be in Champaign. However, the home arena up at Illinois had previously been booked for a Broadway show, 42nd Street. So here we are in Orlando, first ever sellout crowd. Where would you rather be?
Well, it's a good show. I mean, 42nd Street, not a bad show. First ever sellout crowd in this building since '07. But I'm telling you, Johnny Dawkins has UCF going. This will not be the last sellout crowd. It's a trip to New York on the line with two teams that have played really hard to get here. One with an interim coach in Jamal Walker, the other with a first-year coach in Johnny Dawkins. This place is lively.
Well, when we came for shoot-arounds today at noon, there was a line from the box office all the way to the Street of Students. 3.5 hours later, same line.
You know, timing is everything in postseason, meaning going to the NIT cost John Gross's job at Illinois. Going to the NIT in your first year when you're Johnny Dawkins gets you a sold-out, student-laden, crazy environment. So timing is everything. Johnny Dawkins' first year, people are excited. They should be.
UCF with a 23-11 record. Illinois 20-14. The Knights with the basketball first in their home blacks. with gold lettering and white trim. The Illini on the road for the first time in this NIT, which, by the way, has no more 1 seeds alive. So the 2nd seeded Illini, I guess, would have to be the favorite to win it all. Nick Banyard with the first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. Tough matchup. Tracy Abrams, a 6-year senior for Illinois. Banyard just took him on the block, shot over him.
We've yet to mention Taco Fall, the 7'6" sophomore center for the Knights. He's easy to spot when you're watching on TV. Number 24 in black. Williams, the long pull-up. And that is well within his range.
It is. And people think, what kind of shot is that? That's a Williams shot. And every time he shoots the ball, he has a perfect stroke. Every time he shoots it, you think it's going in. Same with that kid.
Malcolm Hill with a pretty nice stroke. The senior co-captain, who is the 3rd all-time leading scorer in the history of Illinois basketball.
1,800 points. A mildly recruited kid. Sad for him that as great a career as he's had, he's never had the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament.
But he does have an opportunity to play at Madison Square Garden if they can win tonight. Absolutely.
End his career in New York City. Fitting, because he's one of the all-time good guys in college basketball.
5 seconds on the shot clock. B.J. Taylor gives to Nick Banyard. Tough shot for 2, and it's an air ball. Well, Johnny Dawkins has a sparkling 13-1 all-time record in NIT history, including championships in 2012 and 15 at Stanford. Now, you'd rather have that record in the NCAA, but Dan, if you're going to be in the NIT, you may as well win the game.
That's exactly right. You have that record in the NCAA, you're in the Hall of Fame. But if you can't have it in the NCAA, might as well have it when you can play, which is the NIT.
If you have that record in the NCAA, your name's John Wooden.
Right.
Tough shot by Tracy Abrams. There's Fall with his first rebound.
You know, I was watching the game at Illinois State, UCF, and I was watching with my wife, and I'm thinking, man, Taco Fall is really skinny. And then you get here and you see him in person. He is not really skinny. He is a broad-shouldered kid that is way bigger in person, not taller. He's enormous whether it's on TV or in person. But you see there, tallest player in the NCAA, but he's broad-shouldered. A lot of mock drafts have him late first round.
Yeah, 7'6", 290 pounds, very well proportioned. Now, he's a great student, great fit, loves college. It's not a foregone conclusion by any means that he's going to turn pro. It's a possibility, but he has come a long ways.
Well, as you know, there's 2 different ways to turn pro. One, we just saw today, Jason Tatum turn pro from Duke and sign with an agent. The other way is you turn pro, you go through the process, and you learn what you need to do, or you get better and get drafted.
He is one of the 40 tallest people on the planet. I'm serious.
I know.
But can you imagine there are 39 people taller than him?
When you talk about on the planet.
On the planet.
I can.
Okay.
The planet's got a lot of people.
It does. They should all be playing ball.
The great Bart Fox, our producer, watched Taco Fall grab the rim with his feet on the ground.
Williams from the corner.
Hey, Doug, missed switch. You can't miss a switch. Tracy Abrams missed a switch, a little baseline runner action. You're 1 split second late. Williams make you pay.
Well, during shoot-around, that's what Illinois was working on a lot. The backcourt of UCF is terrific. Taylor, the playmaker. Williams, the shot maker. With 5 to shoot, this is Maverick Morgan. He can't get the roll, and the ball comes to UCF. This is Williams from right here in Orlando. Actually, the core of this UCF team from Central Florida. He's got 6 quick points.
Better guard him. Better guard him completely. You can never leave that kid.
Timeout here at a sold-out CFE Arena. 3 UCF on the strength of a couple of three-point shots by Matt Williams. We go inside the play, Dan. How do they defend him?
Well, you switch, and that sign seemed a little bit rude. You're going to see right here, Tracy Abrams misses the switch. Look in the middle of the lane. You see Malcolm Hill pointing. Abrams late on Williams. You cannot be late on Williams. He does not miss. You got to be there early. You've got to deny him. And that sign didn't seem very nice.
No.
Win or lose, we don't live in Illinois. I like Illinois.
You're a Midwest guy.
Darn right. Hey, Illinois has the Cubs. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, you were sporting your Cubs hat earlier today. Congratulations to you.
Yes, sir.
There he is from 30.
Bam!
Nothing but net.
Oh, you said 30. You're not too far off.
He is now 12 for 17 in the NIT in 3 games.
And he doesn't toe the line.
No. Like he's in range right now at midcourt.
Might go up.
Offensive foul. Nick Banyard tried to free him up with an illegal screen.
You think this is 30? Let's see. Hey, that's close.
It's close.
Look at that. You said it earlier. All right, here's a foul right there, a little push in the back, but you set a ball screen out there usually for the drive.
Right.
That's for the shot.
He's pulling up.
Oh, man.
Good extra pass to the corner. Tracy Abrams quiets the crowd for the moment.
Yeah, high ball screen. Maverick Morgan set it and rolled, sucked in the defense. Quick reversal, nice look. Tracy Abrams. Tracy Abrams struggled in this game so far. That was a good shot, big shot for him. He missed the switch again. Hill was out there late.
Regardless, Williams not afraid to put it up. This time he's off the mark. Abrams with a basketball. The 6th-year senior, the 5th-year captain of the Illini. He thought about it. And I asked Tracy Abrams earlier today, have you ever played against a 7'6" player? He laughed and he said no. Asked Maverick Morgan about it too. He said he's going to try and pull him away from the bucket and shoot over top.
And Maverick Morgan is a baseline jump shooter, good at the elbows. I would expect him to get almost any shot he wants out there.
Maverick Morgan said he has been in the gym with Taco Fall at AAU events over the years coming up, but he has never been on the same floor with him and had to deal with that size man on man. Long rebound. T-John Lucas dumps it off to Hill. And a foul on the floor. Well, this is the 3rd game with interim head coach Jamal Walker in charge of the Fighting Illini, because, of course, John Gross was fired less than 2 weeks ago. And Walker has done a marvelous job, Dan, keeping this team together and clearly focused each time they've come out to play.
He has. He's done a great job. They have played really well, and they've played with a cause, and he's the reason. Look. The head coach is in place, Brad Underwood. He stayed away, met with the team, stayed away, gave them their space, let them go through this tournament, and credit the seniors, Tracy Abrams being a 6-year senior, Malcolm Hill as well, but credit Coach Walker. He needs to win this tournament, retire undefeated.
If you had gotten that opportunity at Indiana when you took over, would you have retired right then?
No, I would have taken the money and gotten fired and taken a buyout.
Well, it's been a crazy couple of weeks in Champaign, and again, Jamal Walker has kept on smiling, and his message to his players at every practice and shoot around: keep smiling, keep having fun.
Well, it's basketball. The truth of the matter is this isn't life or death. I mean, this is hoops. This is what you grew up playing, and I think Coach Walker has done a really good job of not only giving him that message, but also giving him a challenge. Hey, let's get to New York. Let's play for our coach.
B.J. Taylor, averaging nearly 18 per game, has his first 2. By the way, we'll be joined later this half by Brad Underwood, the new head coach of the Illini. Not in the building tonight, but he'll join us by telephone. Boy, the crowd thought he was going up. Did you?
Yeah.
Fouled on the shot by Lucas. The NCAA Women's Championship presented by Capital One. Sweet 16 begins Friday on ESPN with Ohio State taking on the 1-seed Notre Dame at 7 p.m. Eastern and continues at 9 with Texas and Stanford. Both games come to you from the Lexington region and are streaming live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN.
Quinnipiac, baby.
Wow. They took down Miami onto the Sweet 16 for the champions from the MAC.
How about that?
The MAAC.
Know it.
We've yet to touch upon tonight the fact that there are some rules changes, experimental rules being used in the NIT. Team fouls will be reset to 0, as you see, when it goes from 10 minutes to 9:59. There doesn't need to be a stoppage in play. It will occur while the ball is in play, and so you go from however many team fouls you have back down to 0. Helps presumably with the flow of the game and keeps foul shots down. No 1-and-1s. What do you think so far through a handful of games, Dan?
I think it's been great. I really do. I guess the alternative is to go to quarters. Like, the women's game goes to quarters. Obviously, college basketball is about the only game that doesn't go to quarters. What a move. That kid is so strong, B.J. Taylor. He's at 20. He's averaging 25 in the 2 games. He's been sensational. Strong, built, go to the rim. Illinois is in trouble here. Yeah,
26 against Colorado, 22 in that thriller a couple of nights ago at Illinois State, including the 2 game-winning free throws for Taylor with 1.3 seconds to play. Down 11, the Illini looking for a good shot. They get one, but Black was off the mark.
Illinois has gotten what they want. I mean, they wanted out of the double. They wanted Black. And Black got it.
A.J. Davis misfires. And a travel is called against Chad Brown. Maverick Morgan will come back in for Hill. Seriously, how much of an advantage does UCF get having this game here in this environment?
Oh, man.
Huge.
When you talk to analytics guys, they will tell you that the average home crowd is worth 3 points, like Jeff Sagarin in his rankings. But I got to tell you, when it's lively and loud like this and you're coming off a big road win like they were at Illinois State, UCF, I think it's worth far more than that. It's huge. Now you got to play because Illinois can get hot, particularly that kid, Coleman Lands.
First 3 points for the sophomore from Indianapolis. This was built, this building, in 2007. They have had near capacity crowds, but until about 2 hours ago when they announced a sellout, they have never had every seat paid for and accounted for. Effiani travels. When we come back, we will have new Illinois head coach Brad Underwood on the phone and find out what's next for the Illini. Hi, Brad. Doug Sherman here.
What up, Coach?
Hi, Doug. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing terrific. Doing terrific.
Thanks very much for joining us. We're in a commercial break right now, and we'll be on live in a minute or 2.
Okay.
Hey, Brad, Dan Dockins, congratulations, man. That is awesome.
Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it.
Of course, man. That's tremendous. Absolutely tremendous.
Well, you know how good this job is and how good this league is, and I was in the state in the '90s when it was into Coach Henson and Lon and Bill and I mean, it was special then, and I've never forgot that.
Hey, man, I got to tell you, my son's a bench guy at Michigan, and all they would talk about was, of all the teams they've played, you and South Carolina by far the 2 toughest. I mean, everybody. It's unbelievable. You guys are tough, man.
Well, that was a hell of a college basketball game versus Michigan. That was a big-time game.
They made everything.
Hang on a second, guys. Hang on a second, Brad, if you would. We're on in about 15 seconds.
You got it.
Back in Orlando, Florida, this NIT quarterfinal with UCF leading 17-9 over Illinois. And we're pleased to be joined now on the telephone by Brad Underwood, the new head coach of the Fighting Illini. hired on Saturday, formally introduced Monday. But since that time, Coach, you have remained in the background and allowed the team to play this NIT. Why have you done that, and what have you been up to in the last couple of days?
Well, it's only fair to this team, and there's a great group of seniors here. It's a unique circumstance. They're still playing. They need to end their season the right way, and this is their team. It's about those seniors. It's about the players. It's great for the young guys. They're playing meaningful games in March. So the future is bright that way. But I did not want to be a distraction, and I didn't want to be. Jamal's done an unbelievable job of keeping them focused. It's just better if I stay away, and I chose to do that.
Coach, first, congratulations. Second, you've been in the state. You know how good this job is. For Illini fans, the Illini Nation, what's going to be the identity? What are people going to see when they see your team?
Well, I think we're going to play aggressively. I think we're going to play fast offensively. I think we want to be identified as a tough team, a team that has a foundation of fundamentals, an unselfish team. We want to play for the name on the front of the uniform. I think that translates, and I think it's the great Illinois teams have that, and we continue, and we want to have that same identity.
Coach, you mentioned Jamal Walker, who is doing a heck of a job. Did he have a chance to stay on the staff?
Yeah, we'll continue to talk. Again, Jamal and I've had brief visits. Nothing too serious to this point, but absolutely, I've known Jamal since he was a high school kid, and I've been really impressed with the focus and the job he's done keeping this group together.
And Coach, lastly, what's the latest on that tremendous recruiting class that they've signed, the 4 guys, and your want to keep them coming to Champaign next year?
Well, we've obviously been in contact, and the next couple of days here we'll be in homes with them, and it's been very, very positive. We're very, very excited about them. That's the future of Illini basketball, and we're excited about them, and they've done a terrific job to this point, and we're keeping the communication lines open, and we'll get in front of them and tell them our message and how we plan to use them, and we've got a great brand, and we're excited about it.
Well, Brad, we really appreciate you taking a couple of minutes and joining us here tonight. Again, congratulations on becoming the new head coach of the Fighting Illini.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it very much.
Now, what do you think about the way things have gone the last couple of weeks and what the future holds for Illinois?
Look, I think that John Gross, it's the first time he's touched the ball, by the way. I think John Gross, you put yourself in a position to get fired. You're going to get fired. And I thought John gave everything he had, but for whatever the reason, different things, some out of his control, it didn't work out. I'll tell you this much. I watched them play Oklahoma State play Michigan, and I remember after the game talking to the Michigan players, and they're like, Mr. D, 2 best teams we played all year, South Carolina and that Oklahoma State team.
Wow.
Michigan had to make everything in that game, and they did. So Brad Underwood, I've known, or at least followed, since he was at Daytona at a junior college, and he's a tough guy. He's going to do, I think, a great job. As I said on Twitter, the Big Ten just got tougher and better with the hiring of Brad Underwood.
Well, he's been a Division I head coach for 4 years, 3 at Stephen F. Austin, 1 at Oklahoma State, and he has gone to the NCAA tournament each of those 4 years.
And, I had a chance to watch in person Stephen F. Austin, and, man, they were really good, really well coached. Same thing. He's so good. I'm telling you, he's so good, this guy.
First touch in the offensive set comes 11 minutes into the game, and he makes it look easy.
And everybody takes one dribble, sees him, and immediately backs out. Hey, in person, Taco Fall is really good.
I had the Charleston Classic back in November, and he dominated Mississippi State. He was a perfect 10 for 10 against Villanova.
Yeah, that's only the defending national champs. I mean, that's all. They figure they know how to go about it. Pretty good 3 by Black there. I'm telling you, Maverick Morgan is big. Maverick Morgan looks like a child physically compared to Taco Fall. And I'm telling you, the kid can play. Great hands, nice touch.
Does Maverick Morgan look at all like Tom Cruise to you?
No, but I'll say yes because we're on TV.
Well, sure. That's who he was named for out of the movie Top Gun.
I coached him in AAU, and I never knew that.
I asked him today, and he also said he met a baby in the state of Illinois, also named Maverick Morgan. Parents didn't know anything about this Maverick Morgan. It was just by chance.
I'll be done. AJ Davis, you know who his dad is?
Played in the NBA.
One of the great guys, Antonio Davis. Played at UTEP for Don Haskins.
UCF with the basketball in a 10-point lead, dominating the glass 13-5. And UCF is 5th in the country in rebounds at nearly 41 per game.
It's going up.
There it goes. Catch and shoot off the bounce, use the screen. Doesn't matter. He can knock it down.
He's Danny Green. You know, that's what he reminds me of. Danny Green. He's got the same short stroke. Danny, obviously, with the Spurs. Same short stroke. Great finish on his jump shot.
So are you saying that Matt Williams has a chance to get to the league?
Oh, I think so. You shoot it like that, you got a chance, no doubt. His jump shot obviously extends to the NBA three-point line. Some guys don't. His does.
And you know, Matt Williams nearly left the program after the coaching change last year. He was planning to go to Wake Forest, but decided to give Johnny Dawkins a chance. He liked what he saw, and UCF is glad he stayed.
Well, Maverick Morgan's only 6'10", 6'11". And look, stand straight up there. Look at this. Look at this difference. Look, and now watch this touch, little drop step. Nice to the left shoulder. Sweet.
With Dan Dockich, I'm Doug Sherman. 28-15 UCF in this NIT quarterfinal. Catch every moment of the 2017 NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament on the ESPN networks. For more information, visit ncaa.com, your home for all 90 NCAA championships. And the officials during that timeout went and reviewed the last jump shot by Matt Williams and have changed it from a 3 to a 2, and they got it right.
Well, it's hard with Matt Williams because you got to go pressure him out to, as you said earlier, and he's made 30 feet. So when he comes in, you're not really sure. He was clearly had his toe on the line. But, man, is that kid's been lighting it up. He's fun to watch.
He's not used to navigating so close to the line, you know what I mean? So when he gets close, he's not used to just getting those puppies back.
We talk about it. Don't choke the line. Give the line some air. He gives the line a lot of air, man.
Well, they say he's the team's hardest worker. In the weight room, on the floor, brings toughness, brings leadership, and, oh, by the way, a deadly jump shot.
You know, I think this program is going to continue to rise. The bodies on these kids, man. These kids, that's Illinois' ball. According to me. these kids, the weight program that Johnny Dawkins has put in is pretty good, because you look at the build on these kids and they're all well built. They're all strong kids. And that's part. You have to hire two things, actually three things, when you take over a program. You got to have the right trainer, a guy who's on your side, who's not going to worry about politically correct. He's going to worry about the kids. Second thing you need is an unbelievable weight coach, because the weight coach is there in the summer with you. He is there all the time. And a third thing you have to have is a great academic coordinator, so they can take all of the burden off of you and make sure that kids are accountable.
I think that was a pass. I think Williams was thinking, I'm going to just throw it up to the big fella.
I think that was, regardless, a bad decision and good defense by the Fighting Illini. The big fella couldn't free himself. Williams, look, there are some kids that when you're in doubt, pass the ball. There are other kids when you're in doubt, shoot the ball. Williams is a when you're in doubt, aim high, let it fly.
And nobody knows that better than USF, because back in mid-January, he made 11 three-pointers that night in a career-high 38-point performance.
Yeah, he's sixth in the country in three-pointers made. He's got 119. I mean, this isn't a fluke, him making shots. It's a fluke when he misses.
At this end, UCF is outstanding. Look at Taco Fall move from the lane. Makes players do things they're not used to. They're used to that, though. At the other end, A.J. Davis.
Hey, A.J. Davis, kid out of Illinois, played on the Illinois AAU team, was born in Indianapolis, lives in Atlanta, went to Tennessee. I think he was a little overmatched young at Tennessee. Perfect situation here. As I mentioned, his dad, Antonio, works for ESPN. Terrific pro with the Indiana Pacers. And A.J. has improved. They're just shook. I'm telling you. There is a fade. There is a look that Taco Fall is just putting into the Illinois players' eyes.
The UCF leads the country in field goal percentage defense, 5th in the country in points per game allowed, and 21st in the country in three-point defense. How much of that stems directly from Taco Fall?
A lot. And I mean a lot. Look, Taco Fall, now right now Illinois will be comfortable because they're in front of him.
Illinois keeps, 4:20 remaining in the half. Hill tees it up again, a little strong that time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised Hill shot it after a couple bad strokes, but he's an 1,800-point scorer. He's going to keep shooting. He's just got to get one to go.
But at this end, Taco Fall, we've only seen him touch the ball once. Is that okay?
No, it's really not. And there's where he struggles. He doesn't get off his feet real quick, and he doesn't have great stamina, although I was talking to people today close to the program. They said last year he couldn't get up and down twice.
No numbers for UCF, so they wait for the trailing Taylor, who will bring it out. Taylor, by the way, again, averaging nearly 18 points per game. Second team All-American Conference.
You know, it'd be great if you ended with the American. Second team All-American.
I'll say second team All-AAC.
Right.
He is fouled and takes us to our under 4 media timeout.
You don't see this very much. The fadeaway jump shot, not only blocked, but swatted. And this kid has really played well. A.J. Davis, son of Antonio, getting it done.
Chris and Foss, thanks so much. Jason Tatum, was he the best freshman by far out of that Duke group, and will he continue to be at the professional level?
I think Jason Tatum, if I'm an NBA team, I've got to look at him. I've got to bring him in if I have the first pick in the draft. I just do. I think he's that good. He is not as big as Anthony Davis, but he's got the same look to me in terms of playing all over, trying to win. I think he's tremendous. I think he's a potential #1 pick in the whole draft.
Quick timeout allows us to take another 30-second break. Doug Sherman, Dan Dockich, and back to what you were talking about with Mr. Tatum out of Duke turning pro. What kind of pro is he going to be?
I think he's going to be a very versatile, athletic three-man that can guard a variety of positions. That's going to get enormous. Like if you saw Anthony Davis when he was in college and you see him now, there's no comparison. I just think he shoots it deep enough. He drives it. He plays with his head up, and he's very smart. I just think he's a great, not a good, I think he's a great prospect.
Chad Brown with a chance for three.
Hey, it's one thing for Matt Morgan to get beat by Taco Fall, but it's another thing for Chad Brown. You should not let this happen. Two guys right there between Morgan and Hill. Hill doesn't pinch down. Morgan doesn't get him off. Three-point play.
Chad Brown, 6'9" sophomore from Deltona, Florida. Energy guy. Averages just over 4 points per game. He's got 3 quick ones to extend the lead to 17 points. It's a 10-0 run for the Knights. Those, by the way, the first bench points in the last couple of games for UCF. Now, UCF's roster is very short, only 7 scholarship players available. Illinois turns it over. Actually, the Knights scout team could win some games in the American Conference right now. They give UCF a heck of a time every day in practice.
You see the first kid, Aubrey Dawkins, right there. First kid next to the kid in the white T-shirt. That's Aubrey. He played at Michigan. Interesting, last year he exploded on Illinois. First time he really got a start, and he went off 26 points, I believe, maybe 6 or 7 threes. And he is going to be a tremendous player in this system.
His former team, your son's team's got itself a big game coming up, I hear.
Yeah, they do. They're playing well. And I'll tell you, this is his shot.
Maverick Morgan missed it. Weak side rebound and stick back by Malcolm Hill.
Yeah, Malcolm Hill just sprinted from the weak side, as you said. 75% of all rebounds rebound the other way. Morgan short, rebound opposite, Hill there.
Here comes Hill on the takeaway, and he throws it down.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're in dire straits, you're in crisis, so the senior, the leader, goes ahead and gets 2 straight buckets and gets his team back in this.
Well, Aubrey Dawkins looking forward to playing for his dad for the first time after sitting out his transfer year, ready to go in the fall. And I saw him during practice last night, shoot around today. He looks great, Dan.
He is a guy that can sit, like right now, in his sweats. He can come out here and get buckets. He's one of those guys that for Michigan, he would come off the bench and immediately, I swear to you, hit his first shot. He is the nicest kid. Had a chance to visit with him, and we talked about how nice it is here. The campus, the area here, the crowd, the building. And I believe that UCF, with Johnny Dawkins and Aubrey helping, they're going to be in the NCAA tournament, if not next year, very, very soon.
With 6 to shoot, Illinois feeds to the high post. Extra pass. Abrams blindly. Hill.
Nope.
And Black did not beat the buzzer. Coverage of the Division I Men's Basketball Championship Regional Semifinals begins Thursday on CBS and TBS at 7 o'clock Eastern. For more information on game times and listings, go to ncaa.com.
2 straight times a guard has flashed into the middle of the zone and made a loose kind of the assistant coach's in charge pass instead of sitting down and dropping it opposite or going up and scoring.
Davis in traffic draws the foul. That'll go against Tracy Abrams. Fourth team foul of this segment of the first half. Again, they reset the team fouls at the 10-minute mark, and so since then, as you see, UCF has not committed a foul. Illinois has committed 4, but because this was a shooting foul, Davis is shooting 2.
Hey, I don't know if it's the fouls or what it is, but this game's about 10 minutes faster than they usually are. This thing has flown by, and I know most of the games have in the NIT, but this game has gone fast.
Well, you mentioned it earlier, Dan. Don't you think it's just a matter of time before men's college basketball joins the rest of the world and goes quarters?
I don't know. I honestly don't. I think it's one of the things that make college basketball unique. I do. No team fouls. I think about fouling right here. Unless they want to go 2 for 1, which they're going to get. They're going to get a 2 for 1 right here. Good move.
Yeah, just block the shot and go 2 for 1. Why not?
I don't know why I listen to our producer right there.
Shot clock, game clock, just about the same, and this capacity crowd rises to its feet.
It's a great crowd tonight. I'm telling you, this is not a sleeping giant. This is going to be a giant at UCF.
Here goes the shot maker, B.J. Taylor. The floater. But wave it off. Offensive foul.
Great call and great play by Lucas. I happen to be watching Lucas as Taylor was making the drive. What's number 3 under the bucket? He's right there. He's set. He's outside. Really good call and a great play, saving a big 2 points by Lucas.
1 second to go before halftime. Can the Illini get off a shot? Hill. There was contact, but no call.
I think the referees were already in for halftime Ben Gay. I think they missed a travel and a foul there.
Well, Johnny Dawkins' team has not lost a game this year when leading at halftime. Should this have been a foul?
No. I don't think so.
Our halftime score, UCF 34, Illinois 19. Now let's head to the studio for the halftime report with Chris Cotter and LaFonso Ellis.